Today our topic is how to keep a stoic mind in relationships. Relationships are one of the most important parts of life. They can bring us joy, love, and connection, but they can also bring challenges, misunderstandings, and pain. This is why it is important to learn how to keep a stoic mind in relationships. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to stay calm, wise, and strong even in difficult situations. It is not about being emotionless or cold, but about understanding what we can control and what we cannot, and focusing on our own actions and thoughts. Let's talk about how we can use Stoic principles to improve our relationships and handle them with wisdom and peace. First, let's understand what Stoicism means in relationships. A stoic mind does not mean you ignore your feelings or pretend everything is fine when it is not. Instead, it means you accept your emotions without letting them control you. You recognize that you cannot control other people's actions or thoughts, but you can control how you respond to them. This is the key to keeping a stoic mind in relationships. When you focus on what you can control, you stop wasting energy on things outside your power, like how someone else behaves or what they think of you. Instead, you focus on being the best version of yourself, acting with kindness, patience, and understanding. One of the most important Stoic ideas is the dichotomy of control. This means separating things into two categories: things you can control and things you cannot. In relationships, you cannot control how someone else feels, what they say, or how they act. You cannot make someone love you, respect you, or treat you well. But you can control your own actions, your words, and your attitude. You can choose to be honest, kind, and respectful, even when the other person is not. You can choose to stay calm and think clearly, even when emotions are high. This is the foundation of a stoic mind in relationships. By focusing on what you can control, you take responsibility for your own happiness and peace. Another important Stoic principle is to practice acceptance. Life is full of ups and downs, and relationships are no different. There will be moments of joy and moments of pain. Stoicism teaches us to accept both with grace. This does not mean you stay in a relationship that is harmful or unhealthy. It means you accept that challenges are a natural part of life and relationships. Instead of resisting or fighting against difficulties, you face them with courage and wisdom. For example, if someone you love says something hurtful, instead of reacting with anger or sadness, you can take a moment to think about why they said it and how you can respond in a way that is helpful, not harmful. Acceptance does not mean you allow others to treat you badly, but means you do not let their actions destroy your inner peace. Stoicism also teaches us to manage our expectations. Many problems in relationships come from unrealistic expectations. We expect others to always understand us, to always be kind, or to always make us happy. But this is not realistic. People are human, and they make mistakes. They have their own thoughts, feelings, and struggles. When we expect too much from others, we set ourselves up for disappointment. A stoic mind understands that we cannot control others, so we should not expect them to meet all our needs or make us happy. Instead, we focus on what we can do to improve the relationship and take care of our own well-being. This does not mean you settle for less than you deserve, but it means you approach relationships with a realistic and open mind. Another way to keep a stoic mind in relationships is to practice gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool that helps us focus on the positive aspects of life and relationships. Instead of focusing on what is wrong or what is missing, we focus on what is good and what we appreciate. For example, instead of getting upset because your partner forgot to do something, you can think about all the things they do for you and how much you value them. Gratitude helps us stay grounded and reminds us of the good things in our lives. It also helps us stay connected to the people we love, because when we appreciate them, we are more likely to treat them with kindness and respect. Stoicism also teaches us to be mindful of our thoughts and emotions. In relationships, it is easy to let our emotions take over. We might feel angry, hurt, or jealous, and these feelings can lead us to say or do things we later regret. A Stoic mind practices mindfulness, which means being aware of your thoughts and emotions without letting them control you. When you feel a strong emotion, take a moment to pause and think before you act. Ask yourself why you are feeling this way and how you can respond in a way that is helpful, not harmful. This does not mean you ignore your feelings, but it means you do not let them take over. By practicing mindfulness, you can stay calm and thoughtful, even in difficult situations. Another important Stoic idea is to focus on virtue. Virtue means acting with wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. In relationships, this means being honest, kind, and fair, even when it is hard. It means standing up for what is right and treating others with respect. When you focus on virtue, you focus on being the best person you can be, regardless of how others act. This does not mean you are perfect, but it means you strive to act with integrity and goodness. By focusing on virtue, you build strong and healthy relationships based on trust and respect. Stoicism also teaches us to let go of attachment. This does not mean you do not care about the people in your life, but it means you do not cling to them or depend on them for your happiness. A Stoic mind understands that everything in life is temporary, including relationships. People come and go, and nothing lasts forever. This might sound sad, but it is also freeing. When you let go of attachment, you stop trying to control others or hold on to them too tightly. Instead, you appreciate the time you have with them and focus on making the most of it. This helps you stay present and enjoy the moment instead of worrying about the future or holding on to the past. Finally, Stoicism teaches us to practice self-discipline. Self-discipline means controlling your actions, thoughts, and emotions, even when it is hard. In relationships, this means staying calm and thoughtful, even when you feel angry or upset. It means being patient and understanding, even when the other person is difficult. Self-discipline helps you act with wisdom and kindness, instead of reacting with anger or frustration. By practicing self-discipline, you build strong and healthy relationships based on respect and understanding. In conclusion, keeping a Stoic mind in relationships is about focusing on what you can control. Practicing acceptance, managing expectations, practicing gratitude, being mindful, focusing on virtue, letting go of attachment, and practicing self-discipline. It is not about being emotionless or cold, but about staying calm, wise, and strong, even in difficult situations. By applying these Stoic principles, you can build strong and healthy relationships based on trust, respect, and understanding. You can handle challenges with grace and find peace and happiness, no matter what happens. Remember, the key to a Stoic mind is to focus on your own actions and thoughts, and to let go of what you cannot control. This is the way to live a good and meaningful life, in relationships and beyond.